Yes, this is the FBI headquarters.
How can I help you, ma'am?
Is this FBI headquarters?
Okay, ma'am. I'm going to transfer you to the automated system and you talk to them.
I don't understand why I don't know. I just made a random. This is how you know it's the con artists. They have been abusive doing this for years. This is the FBI headquarters. I have called all over the United States and routinely speak with these scammers that I keep paying for phone service to get violated and mistreated on these calls. Day after day, week after week, month after month has turned into years. Down to calling counterfeits, calling Hulu. And the government is enforcing this chaos. They should know me all the way in Washington, D.C. And what they do is they try to start arguments. They have these scammers on the pretending like they're YouTubers that are just so furious with me, that are really cyber bullies and to help these people get away with their crimes. They pretend like they're calling these places, having these places deny me services that are already doing it. So there's a lot of conspirators in this chaos. So let me call back. I don't know her, but everyone I call, they definitely know me. And conspiracy to violate civil rights is a crime. This is what I supposedly called. That number, Washington, D.C., and Still Games. I'm denied law enforcement in Texas and apparently all over the country.
FBI headquarters.
I don't know how the scammers do it, but this is how identity theft is on the rise.
This call may be recorded. If you're calling about a background check,
they just hung up. It's sick. They've been getting away with this chaos years.
FBI headquarters. If this is an emergency,
it is sick.
Up and down 911. Please note this call may be recorded. If you're calling about a background check to report criminal activity,
I have no rights
or complaint, press 1.
Why living with it? To down to get my hair done, seeing my family, meeting the others. How do you live with it?
0.
I tried to get therapy. They didn't deprive me of medical, even when I had COVID. Then I get violated in the hospitals, in jail. How do you live with it? I desperately want to know.
Headquarters. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
MetroCare violating me, depriving me of mental health treatment. Only scheming to frame me.
Check to report criminal activity, a tip, or complaint, press 1.
They hung up again. Random call. The scammers are controlling my life, and this is a crime. This is criminal. Let's try again. This is what they do. They break into the phone. You got to see it to believe it. But I knew, because it's been going on years, and like I said, I was having nervous breakdowns. I would go in person begging for my life, getting drugged out of churches, getting arrested, violated, assaulted, guns pulled on me, ran off roads. Everywhere I go, they wanted to be a conspirator, even churches. Then my family depriving me of any love and support as well. MetroCare denied me mental health treatment. If I've called a multitude of people, they all keep denying me services before COVID. I cannot get services anywhere. And I tried to warn people. People witnessed me getting violated, sat there and did nothing. Then no one had rights with COVID. This is what I'm trying to make people see. When you sit there, observe, and do nothing, do you think maybe that can jeopardize your safety too, since no one cared about me, my daughters, as well as myself? Let me show you this, because they're not going to let me, the scammers won't let me speak with the FBI. I'm denied law enforcement for all this chaos. So look at this. This is a church member. I told her about my daughter's abuse. That was 5-something yesterday. She had sent me a text at 4-something. 4:23. And this is what I wrote. For whatever reason, my life as well as my child's life does not seem to be a priority to you. I told her they want the mental assessment for me to get services and DV assistance. Then they deprived me of getting the mental assessment because they don't want me to have any mental health, any resolution or any, they want me to be miserable. So they don't want me to get any assistance for assistance in that area. They really don't want me to get mental health treatment. So anyway, to make a long story short, she gave me the number to the one. Let me go back to it. Okay, she gave me the number to One Safe Place. I told her that was in Fort Worth. Can she give me another resource? And then she played games for a while. Finally gave me another resource to the same location again. These are games they've been playing for years. It's meant to be abusive. So all these parties know out of corruption that I'm panicking over my children. And they like it. That's form of the abuse. So this is all I can't scroll up anymore. Okay, this is what this message says. For whatever reason, my life as well as my child's life does not seem to be a priority to you. My daughter is 12 and stuck in child abuse. You have not tried to get me a contact or assistance within the church that is willing to help or investigate my mistreatment by multiple parties in my crisis. This is multiple parties in this particular church. This was yesterday at 5. She knows about the child abuse, and what does she do? She ignored it, like CPS. They've been doing this year's all parties. So my daughter knows about this channel, and she has to watch her life and have to grow up with people not taking value in her life or her mom's. That she gets to watch multiple parties just not regard her life and her safety and consistently keep getting away with it. With 100 and something, 1,000 and something viewers. And then he's look at these cyber bullies that violate, mistreat, and misrepresent the situation in the comments. So she has to try to grow up and find value in this sick society that we live in. So then let's look at another church member. This is a whole brand new church, whole another member. Almost a whole week later, I told him I was at the police department. He knows that I have all this chaos going on in my life. Some kind of way he forgot, and then interrupted me at another situation and said, I hope you weren't in trouble. Then I reminded him that my life was in jeopardy and there was child abuse and multiple things involved. And this was Saturday. He has not responded. A loving church member. Church members don't mind being abusers. They don't mind helping. They don't mind witnessing you get dragged out of the church and thrown on concrete. Church members can't be church members. Judges can't be judges. They don't mind assisting in interference with child custody crimes. CPS don't mind not taking reports of child abuse and leaving a child in abuse for profit or whatever reason behind it. Churches don't have to be churches anymore when it comes to me. Police department does not have to investigate hacking a phone network crimes. They don't have to do that when it comes to me. Crimes aren't crimes when it comes to me. So my cell phone providers don't mind depriving me of services that I'm paying for and even cutting off my services and schemes with the government. It doesn't matter. Depriving someone of mail to keep them in their abuse does not matter. You can do it in 2022. Just don't deliver her mail. In fact, we're so criminal, we won't even let her appear at her court dates because she will talk. So you know what? She won't be there. And I haven't been for multiple different court dates. Constitution, throw it in the trash. It doesn't matter when it comes to me. In 2022, and if you don't think allowing an individual to get deprived from her rights, I don't understand why you don't believe that affects you. But multiple parties didn't before COVID.